So I just learned that our brains are wired for storytelling. That's why we're always drawn to narratives, right?
Exactly. It's like when you hear a good story, your brain releases dopamine, making you feel more engaged. Isn't that wild?
Right? And that's why marketing uses stories so effectively. But here's a twist. It's not just stories that captivate us, it's how they're told.
Totally. There's this thing called the story arc. It can literally dictate our emotional response. So how does that tie into everyday life?
Well, think about it. When someone tells you a boring fact versus a gripping story, which one do you remember more?
Oh, for sure the story. It sticks with you. That's how our memories get shaped. It's fascinating how emotions play into that.
It's almost like our brains prefer to process information through feelings rather than just facts. That's kind of profound.
It is. And have you noticed how our best learning experiences often come from someone sharing a personal story?
Absolutely. It's like we connect on a deeper level when feelings are involved. I never thought about it that way.
Speaking of connections, what's wild is how this aligns with the concept of empathy. Stories build empathy by aligning our experiences.
Oh, wow. So you're saying that storytelling not only helps us learn, but also nurtures our ability to empathize with others?
Exactly. And when we empathize, we actually change our brain structure. Like, wow, mind-blowing.
That gives me chills. So every story we hear can literally reshape how we think and connect with the world.
Right. And here's where it gets really interesting. We can use storytelling techniques to enhance communication in science.
Wait, hold on. You're telling me that storytelling can make complex scientific ideas more relatable?
Exactly. By weaving data into narratives, scientists can communicate their findings more effectively. Isn't that a game changer?
That changes everything. Imagine if more scientists took this approach. Science could be so much more engaging.
Yeah. And consider medical professionals. Using narratives can empower patients by making health risks relatable.
That's so true. I can totally see how a personal story about overcoming health issues might resonate better than stats alone.
Exactly. But also think about how misinformation can spread more easily when stories lack factual grounding.
Oh no, that's scary. So it's not just about the story, but ensuring the truth is part of it too, right?
Yes, a compelling story can lead people to believe falsehoods if it resonates emotionally. It's a double-edged sword.
Yikes. So we have to be careful about the narratives we consume and share? That's a lot to unpack.
Absolutely. But it's exciting too. It shows the power of critical thinking in storytelling.
Right. It's like we need to become story detectives, analyzing the emotional undertones and factual elements.
Love that. And when we do, we're more equipped to navigate the world, right? It's empowering.
For sure. So do you think this means storytelling skills should be taught more widely?
Oh, definitely. If we want to improve communication across disciplines, storytelling is key.
I totally agree. And it makes me think about how we can incorporate stories in education to make learning stick.
Exactly. Engaging students emotionally can transform how they remember and interact with information.
And it doesn't stop there. Think about history. Stories make it relatable, allowing us to learn from the past.
Right. So the broader the narrative, the more lessons we can glean. Storytelling really is vital.
That's a powerful takeaway. It's like we're wired to find meaning through stories no matter the context.
Exactly. And if we can harness this in our everyday conversations, imagine the impact we could have.
Whoa! So the next time we share ideas, maybe we should think about how to frame them as stories.
For sure. It makes me wonder how we can apply this in our own lives, starting conversations that matter.
Wow, this has been such an eye-opener. I feel like I can never look at stories the same way again.
Me too. It's kind of exhilarating to think about the possibilities here, what stories we tell and how.
Definitely. I'm leaving with so many ideas to ponder, like how can we be more intentional in storytelling?
Great question. Maybe we can start by being aware of the emotions we want to evoke and just go from there.
Exactly. Now I'm excited about the stories we'll share going forward. Who knows what impact they'll have?
For real. So let's embrace storytelling and empower ourselves and others through those narratives.
I love that. And I can't wait to see how we'll apply this in our conversations moving forward.
Same here. There's something truly transformative about understanding the role of stories in our lives.
Totally. It's like a whole new lens to view the world and communicate effectively with others.
And remember, every story counts, so let's craft them wisely and share them boldly.
Absolutely. Stories have power, and it's up to us to harness that in meaningful ways.